Have you ever found yourself questioning whether you truly matter to the person you care about most? Do her actions leave you wondering if she sees your worth, or if you're simply being kept on the sidelines of her life? These thoughts can weigh heavy on anyone, but understanding the signs can save you from pouring your energy into a relationship that doesn't reciprocate your value. In this video, we're diving deep into the 4 undeniable signs that a woman doesn't value you, and why recognizing them is essential for protecting your time, energy, and self-respect. We'll explore why she never makes time for you, what it means when your efforts go unnoticed, how to spot a lack of emotional investment, and the subtle ways disrespect can creep into a relationship. But this isn't just about spotting red flags, it's about understanding your worth, taking cues from the wisdom of the Stoics, and learning how to respond when you're faced with these challenges. Whether you're in a relationship now or reflecting on past ones, these insights will empower you to demand the respect and value you deserve. Stay with us until the end, where we'll share a timeless piece of advice from Marcus Aurelius on self-worth and relationships that will change how you view your interactions forever. Don't miss it, because your time and energy are far too precious to waste. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. She never makes time. Time is an invaluable gift, a precious and finite resource that shapes our lives and relationships in profound ways. When someone genuinely values you, they prioritize your presence and make a conscious effort to ensure that you receive their time and attention consistently. In the relentless hustle and frenetic chaos of modern life, it's all too easy for people to claim they're too busy to connect. However, beneath the surface, we all prioritize and carve out time for what truly matters to us. When a woman persistently asserts that she's too busy, unavailable, or perpetually caught up every time you attempt to reach out, it signifies something deeper than just a packed schedule. It's a poignant and unspoken message about her feelings, priorities, and perhaps the place you hold in her life. Personally, witnessing someone I deeply care about consistently pushing me aside is heart-wrenching. It feels like a silent rejection, an emotional wound that stings with each missed call and declined invitation. The sense of being undervalued or taken for granted can lead to a tumultuous mix of emotions: confusion, hurt, frustration, and even despair. Each instance of her unavailability serves as a stark reminder that my importance in her life may not align with how I perceive it, creating a growing chasm that feels increasingly difficult to bridge. Emotions run high in these moments of uncertainty. The longing to connect clashes with the reality of her evasiveness, creating an internal battle that leaves one feeling emotionally drained and questioning their self-worth. It's as if every missed opportunity to spend time together is a testament to a widening gap, a growing distance that erodes the foundation of the relationship. This persistent pattern of unavailability is not just inconvenient. It is emotionally taxing and indicative of deeper issues within the dynamic of the relationship. A true warrior, someone who embodies strength, resilience, and unwavering commitment, will find a way to make space for you amidst the myriad demands of life. They will prioritize your relationship, weaving you into the fabric of their daily existence with care, intention, and unwavering dedication. Such individuals understand that time spent nurturing relationships is as important as any professional or personal pursuit. They recognize that meaningful connections enrich their lives and provide the emotional sustenance needed to navigate life's challenges. Conversely, if she is consistently dodging plans, concocting excuses, or leaving your heartfelt invitations hanging in limbo, it's imperative to scrutinize her actions rather than merely taking her words at face value. Actions speak louder than words, and this recurring pattern of behavior is a clear indicator of her true priorities and feelings. It's crucial to recognize that empty promises and continual postponements are not reflective of genuine interest, but rather a subtle way of signaling disinterest or a lack of commitment to the relationship. Reflecting on the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, the revered Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, we find a powerful lesson in the art of prioritization. Despite ruling over a vast and demanding empire, Aurelius consistently made time for what he truly believed was important. His ability to prioritize and dedicate his time to meaningful pursuits is a testament to his inner strength, clarity of purpose, and unwavering dedication to his values. Aurelius understood that leadership and personal integrity required balancing immense responsibilities with the cultivation of meaningful relationships and personal growth. Similarly, if she genuinely values the connection you share, she will demonstrate it through her actions, making space for you even amidst life's busiest and most chaotic moments. It's not merely about finding time, but about valuing your relationship enough to adjust her priorities and commitments. This proactive effort to integrate you into her life reflects a deep-seated respect and appreciation that transcends the superficial claims of busyness. In my view, recognizing this behavior is pivotal for your emotional well-being and personal growth. It empowers you to understand your worth and to seek relationships where your time and presence are genuinely cherished and reciprocated. Investing your finite time in connections that uplift, support, and affirm you are essential for a fulfilling and emotionally healthy life. Don't settle for being an afterthought in someone's life. You deserve to be a priority, someone who is valued and cherished for who you are. Moreover, understanding the significance of time in relationships fosters a sense of self-respect and self-worth. It encourages you to set healthy boundaries and to seek out individuals who align with your values and priorities. Recognizing that time is a limited and precious commodity means that you become more discerning about where and with whom you invest your emotional and temporal resources. This discernment is not about being overly critical or dismissive, but about honoring yourself and ensuring that your relationships are mutually fulfilling and respectful. Ultimately, the way someone manages their time reveals much about their character, priorities, and the value they place on their relationships. It's a silent language that speaks volumes about their intentions and their commitment to nurturing meaningful connections. By paying attention to these subtle cues, you can gain deeper insights into the true nature of your relationships and make informed decisions that honor your emotional well-being and personal happiness. In conclusion, time is more than just a measure of hours and minutes. It is a reflection of what we hold dear and how we choose to prioritize our lives. When someone consistently makes time for you, it is a powerful affirmation of their respect, love, and commitment. Conversely, when they fail to do so, it serves as a heartbreaking indicator that your relationship may not hold the same significance for them. Embrace the wisdom of prioritizing meaningful connections, much like Marcus Aurelius, and ensure that your time is invested in relationships that genuinely honor and cherish you. When a woman truly cherishes and values you, she won't allow herself to be perpetually consumed by other obligations. Her genuine actions will vividly demonstrate that you are a top priority in her life, much like how Marcus steadfastly upheld his core values despite the myriad of responsibilities he faced. It's deeply disheartening and painful to realize that if she remains consistently distant, perpetually too busy to take a simple call, or rarely available to share meaningful, quality time, you must confront a crucial and often heart-wrenching question. Are you genuinely integrated into her life, or are you merely someone she keeps on the fringes, barely acknowledged and undervalued? It's essential to hold on to this truth. A woman who is sincerely interested in you will wholeheartedly go the extra mile to create and cherish moments of connection. She will make the effort to carve out time for you, not because she feels obligated or pressured, but because she harbors a heartfelt desire to be with you. This kind of behavior is a profound sign of respect for your presence, a beautiful and powerful acknowledgement of your inherent worth and value in her life. Relationships thrive on nurturing, and time is the most precious resource needed to cultivate and sustain that bond. A woman who truly respects and values you will never overlook this fundamental truth. She will eagerly anticipate seeing you, delight in hearing about the intricacies of your day, and cherish being an integral part of your life. However, when she is repeatedly too busy, it serves as a glaring red flag, signaling that something is amiss. It can be incredibly painful and disillusioning to invest your time, energy, and emotions into someone who doesn't fully recognize or appreciate your value. Your time and energy are incredibly precious, warrior. Don't squander them on someone who fails to see your true worth. Embrace your self-worth and seek out relationships where mutual respect and appreciation are at the forefront, ensuring that you are cherished and valued just as you deserve. 2. Your efforts go unnoticed. Now, let's delve into another profoundly important aspect of relationships: effort. Effort in any partnership transcends mere actions. It embodies a deep-seated commitment, a heartfelt expression of respect, and a tangible demonstration of how much you value your partner. When you dedicate yourself to making her feel cherished, whether it's through small, thoughtful gestures or significant, meaningful actions, you're essentially weaving threads of love and care into the very fabric of your relationship. These efforts are the lifeblood that keeps the connection vibrant and strong. However, it can be incredibly disheartening and emotionally draining when these sincere attempts to brighten her day or make her feel special are overlooked or, even worse, dismissed. This isn't merely about a simple oversight or a fleeting moment of inattention. It's a profound lack of gratitude that strikes at the core of your emotional well-being. When your actions are ignored, it doesn't just sting. It conveys a deeper, more painful message that your contributions and the love you pour into the relationship are not being recognized or valued. Imagine putting your heart into planning a surprise that you hope will light up her face with joy, only to have her respond with indifference or, worse, criticism. This not only diminishes your enthusiasm but also erodes the very foundation of mutual respect and appreciation that a healthy relationship thrives upon. It feels like an invisible barrier is erected, where your heartfelt gestures are met with silence or neglect, leaving you feeling invisible and unappreciated. When your efforts go unnoticed, or even unappreciated, it's as if you're being told, without words, that what you bring to the relationship isn't important. This silent rejection can lead to feelings of inadequacy, frustration, and sadness, making you question the value of your contributions and the strength of the bond you share. It creates an emotional void where love and appreciation should reside, replacing them with doubt and resentment. Consider this. A recent survey on relationship dynamics revealed that appreciation is one of the top 3 qualities people seek in a partner. This statistic underscores the universal longing for acknowledgement and validation within romantic connections. When appreciation is lacking, it not only affects your self-esteem but also the overall harmony and satisfaction within the relationship. It's a stark reminder of how crucial it is for both partners to actively recognize and celebrate each other's efforts, fostering an environment where love and respect flourish. In my personal experience, I've found that feeling valued and appreciated is fundamental to nurturing a loving and enduring relationship. When your efforts are met with genuine gratitude and recognition, it creates a powerful sense of connection and mutual respect. It reinforces the belief that both partners are equally invested in the relationship, each contributing their unique strengths and energies to build a life together. On the contrary, when your hard work and heartfelt gestures are consistently ignored, it can lead to emotional exhaustion and a growing sense of disconnect, ultimately threatening the very essence of the partnership. In conclusion, recognizing and valuing each other's efforts is not just a nice-to-have in a relationship, it's essential. It's the emotional glue that holds two people together, ensuring that both feel seen, appreciated, and deeply loved. Without this fundamental recognition, even the strongest relationships can begin to falter, leaving both partners yearning for the appreciation and acknowledgement they so desperately deserve. Appreciation transcends the mere act of uttering a simple thank you. It encompasses a heartfelt acknowledgement of someone's efforts, a deep recognition of the thoughtfulness behind each gesture, and a genuine desire to reciprocate in meaningful and impactful ways. When we truly appreciate someone, we connect with them on an emotional level that fosters trust, love, and mutual respect. However, it can be incredibly disheartening and emotionally draining when you find yourself consistently investing your time and energy only to be met with silence, indifference, or even harsh criticism. In such situations, it's not just a matter of feeling unappreciated. It can lead to feelings of loneliness, frustration, and self-doubt. This is a clear sign that it might be time to take a step back, reflect deeply, and reassess the dynamics of the relationship. Many men, in particular, find themselves ensnared in this all-too-familiar and emotionally taxing pattern. They hold on to the belief that if they just put in a little more effort, show a bit more care, and continue to demonstrate their worth, they will eventually take notice, develop deeper feelings, and truly see their intrinsic value. This hope, while understandable, often leads to an emotional trap. It creates a cycle of endless giving without receiving the necessary appreciation, fostering feelings of inadequacy and emotional exhaustion. The painful reality is that no amount of effort or generosity can compel someone to value you if that appreciation was never present from the start. It can feel like an invisible weight, pressing down on your spirit and diminishing your self-worth. Marcus Tullius Cicero, the esteemed Roman statesman, poignantly captured this sentiment when he said, "Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all others." This powerful statement underscores the foundational role that gratitude plays in our lives and relationships. Without genuine gratitude, even the most well-intentioned actions can fall flat, leaving both parties feeling disconnected and unfulfilled. I believe that cultivating a culture of appreciation is essential for nurturing healthy, loving, and resilient relationships. It's a reminder that our efforts should be met with acknowledgement, and that our worth is not determined solely by how much we give, but also by how much we are valued in return. Embracing this philosophy can lead to more balanced and emotionally satisfying connections, where both individuals feel seen, heard, and cherished. When she can't even muster a simple expression of gratitude, it's not merely a reflection of her character. It starkly highlights the minimal value she places on you. This realization can be incredibly painful and disheartening, stirring a mix of emotions like frustration, sadness, and even anger. It's important to understand that this isn't about her lacking virtue or moral fiber. Rather, it's about her failing to recognize and cherish the significance you bring into her life. So, warrior, hold steadfast to this truth. Your efforts are immensely precious and deeply meaningful. They are a shining testament to your unwavering commitment, your steadfast integrity, and the core values that define who you are. Don't squander your time, energy, and heartfelt intentions on someone who remains oblivious to your true worth and the extraordinary value you offer. A woman who genuinely values you will not only notice the smallest gestures, but will also wholeheartedly appreciate and reciprocate your efforts. She will embrace and cherish the little things you do, expressing her gratitude not just through sincere words, but through thoughtful actions that demonstrate her appreciation in tangible ways. It's never about making grand, sweeping gestures. It's fundamentally about showing consistent respect and acknowledgement for the time and energy you invest. When she respects you, it creates a nurturing and fulfilling dynamic where both partners feel valued and appreciated. However, if she consistently fails to respect the time and energy you're pouring into the relationship, it's a clear and painful signal that something is fundamentally amiss. It's time to take a courageous and introspective look at what you're truly gaining from this relationship. Ask yourself if your emotional needs are being met and if your contributions are valued as they deserve to be. Remember, you deserve a partnership where your efforts are recognized, your integrity is upheld, and your values are mirrored. Don't settle for less than you deserve, and never underestimate the importance of being with someone who wholeheartedly values and reciprocates your love and dedication. Embrace your worth, honor your heart, and seek the respect and appreciation you truly deserve. 3. Zero emotional investment. Emotional investment is undeniably the lifeblood of any meaningful and enduring relationship. It's the invisible thread that weaves two hearts together, creating a tapestry of shared experiences, mutual understanding, and deep-seated trust. When a woman truly values you, her emotional investment manifests naturally and beautifully. She engages with you on a profound emotional level, eagerly sharing her innermost thoughts and feelings, and genuinely listening to yours. This reciprocal exchange fosters a bond that feels both authentic and unbreakable, filling the relationship with warmth, intimacy, and a sense of belonging. However, when a woman exhibits zero emotional investment, it sends a stark and disheartening signal that something is fundamentally amiss. It's painfully obvious when she avoids delving into deep, meaningful conversations, instead opting to keep interactions superficial and hollow. This lack of depth can leave you feeling isolated and disconnected, as if you're navigating the relationship alone without the comfort of mutual emotional support. Moreover, if she never seems curious about your dreams, struggles, or ambitions, It's a clear and unmistakable sign that her heart is not fully committed to the relationship. This emotional detachment can be incredibly hurtful, leading to feelings of rejection, loneliness, and doubt about the future of your connection. In my personal view, emotional investment is not just important. It's essential for the flourishing of love and partnership. Without it, relationships can become stagnant and lifeless, devoid of the passion and connection that makes them worthwhile. Experiencing zero emotional investment from someone you care about can be profoundly painful and disillusioning. It's a heart-wrenching realization that the emotional bond you've hoped for and worked towards may never truly exist. Therefore, recognizing and addressing the signs of emotional detachment is crucial for anyone seeking a fulfilling and passionate relationship. Embracing and nurturing emotional investment is what transforms a simple connection into a deeply meaningful and lasting love story. In his timeless teachings, the profound philosopher Epictetus repeatedly underscored the idea that meaningful and fulfilling relationships are not built on fleeting attractions or surface-level connections. Instead, they are carefully nurtured through mutual understanding, a shared vision of life's deeper purpose, and a willingness to invest emotionally in one another. This emotional investment goes beyond grand gestures or mere words. It is about showing genuine care and concern for your feelings and experiences, not because of societal expectations or a sense of duty, but because she genuinely values you as a person. When someone is emotionally invested, it shows in the way they listen to you, prioritize your well-being, and make you feel understood and supported. It's not transactional, it's deeply human, rooted in empathy and love. But what happens when the opposite is true? When every interaction feels rigid, formal, or more like an obligation than a connection, it's a sign that the relationship is missing its emotional core. Conversations that resemble interviews, where questions and answers lack authenticity or depth, suggest that something is fundamentally wrong. Even more troubling is when she consistently avoids discussing meaningful topics, sidestepping opportunities to explore your emotions or share hers. These moments of deflection, when things get real or personal, aren't just awkward, they are glaring signals of emotional detachment. Detachment, if left unaddressed, can leave you feeling profoundly lonely, even when you're not physically alone. The emotional toll of this detachment often leads to self-doubt, especially for men who try to rationalize the situation instead of confronting it. Some might convince themselves, she's just not expressive, or maybe she's been hurt before and needs more time. While patience can be virtuous, it's important to recognize when patience turns into denial. Excusing her behavior as a need for time or personal healing may provide temporary comfort, but it doesn't change the reality. When someone truly cares, their actions, no matter how subtle, reveal their feelings. They don't continually deflect or avoid. They find ways to connect, even in small, meaningful gestures. What's heartbreaking is how this self-rationalization often traps men in relationships where they give far more than they receive, hoping that things will change with time. They cling to the hope that she will eventually open up, share her feelings, and reciprocate the emotional intimacy they crave. Yet, hope without action or acknowledgement can leave them stuck in an unbalanced and unfulfilling dynamic. Over time, the weight of this emotional disparity begins to take its toll, leading to frustration, sadness, and a sense of rejection that is hard to shake. Meaningful relationships require both people to show up fully, with vulnerability, openness, and a willingness to create a safe emotional space for each other. When one person consistently avoids this, it's not a reflection of how hard you've tried or how much you care. It's often an indication that they may not be ready or willing to invest at the same level. And while it's natural to want to give them the benefit of the doubt, it's equally important to honor your own emotional needs and recognize when a relationship is one-sided. Epictetus reminds us that our relationships should enhance our lives, not diminish them. Emotional availability isn't just a nice-to-have, it's a foundation for true connection. Without it, even the most promising relationships can feel hollow, leaving you yearning for the kind of love that enriches your soul rather than leaving you feeling drained and alone. Ask yourself, warrior, with all the fire and courage that burns within you, how long are you truly willing to wait for someone who keeps their heart locked away? Reflect deeply on this, because emotions are the beating heart of intimacy, the very lifeblood of connection. If she remains distant, constantly unavailable, and never truly engages with the essence of who you are, it's because, no matter how painful it is to admit, she doesn't see you as someone worth opening her soul to. Let that truth sink in. A woman who is genuinely invested in you will crave to understand every corner of your being, your triumphs and struggles, your boldest dreams and quietest fears. She'll look beyond the surface, not out of obligation, but because she finds joy in exploring your depths. She'll be there to offer a soft place to land when the world feels heavy and to laugh with you until your sides ache when life feels light. She'll celebrate your victories like they are her own, and when you stumble, her hand will be there to lift you, not with pity but with partnership. Emotional investment is not some optional bonus in a relationship. It's the very foundation on which love stands. Without it, there's no bond, no true connection, only a hollow shell of what could have been. Think about this, warrior. You deserve more than shallow exchanges and surface-level attention. You deserve a love that dives deep and doesn't hesitate to explore the labyrinth of your soul. And if she isn't ready to meet you there, maybe it's time to ask yourself if waiting is worth the price of your emotional well-being. You deserve a partner who sees your worth and chooses to stay, not someone who keeps you wandering in emotional exile. If she doesn't invest in you, it's time to pause, reflect, and face a hard truth. It's not about you being unworthy or lacking in some way. It's about understanding that relationships thrive when two people equally pour into them. When she doesn't make the effort, take it as a moment to step back and reevaluate where you're channeling your emotions and energy. You are not a fleeting amusement or someone to be kept on the sidelines until something better comes along. You are a man of depth, value, and purpose, someone who deserves to be recognized for the richness of your heart and the strength of your character. Don't let the wrong person convince you to settle for less than you're worth. Emotional energy is precious. It's the fuel that keeps us moving forward, and wasting it on someone who doesn't reciprocate is like trying to fill a cup with a hole at the bottom. It leaves you drained, empty, and questioning yourself. The harsh but liberating truth is that if she doesn't see your worth, she won't invest in you emotionally. It's not a reflection of your value, but rather an indication of her inability or unwillingness to meet you at your level. And here's the thing, you deserve better. You deserve someone who lights up when you walk into the room, someone who prioritizes your feelings, someone who invests their time, energy, and love into building a future with you. You are worthy of that kind of love, the kind that doesn't require you to beg for attention or prove your worth repeatedly. Anything less is beneath you. At the core of every strong, lasting relationship lies one essential element: respect. It's not negotiable. It's the glue that binds two people together through life's ups and downs. Respect goes beyond simply saying the right things or making superficial gestures. It's about action, how she listens to you, supports your dreams, and values your presence. A woman who truly values you will show it in countless small but meaningful ways. She'll honor your boundaries, acknowledge your efforts, and take a genuine interest in what matters to you. She won't make you feel like an afterthought or a convenience. Instead, she'll make you feel seen, appreciated, and important. A relationship without respect is like a house built on sand. It might stand for a while, but it will eventually crumble. Respect is what creates trust, and trust is the foundation on which love can grow. When she respects you, it shows in how she treats your opinions, even when they differ from hers. It's in how she stands by you when life gets hard, how she supports your goals instead of dismissing them, and how she values your presence not as an accessory but as an integral part of her life. You'll know she respects you when you feel secure, valued, and uplifted in her company. Don't make excuses for someone who fails to meet you halfway. Don't fall into the trap of thinking that you need to work harder to earn your investment. Love and respect are not prizes to be won. They are gifts freely given by someone who truly values you. If she doesn't give you the respect you deserve, don't settle. Walk away with your dignity intact and your head held high, knowing that the right person will see the amazing man you are and willingly invest in you without hesitation. Remember, you are not just anyone. You are someone worth loving deeply and completely. Don't accept anything less. The woman who is meant for you will make you feel like the treasure you are, and when that happens, you'll realize why it was so important to wait for her. When there's a lack of respect in a relationship, it's not just an occasional oversight or a passing issue. It's a powerful indicator that something much deeper is amiss. Respect is more than just politeness or good manners. It is the very foundation upon which trust, love, and meaningful connection are built. Without respect, the relationship becomes hollow, like a house with no foundation, vulnerable to the slightest storm. Imagine being in a relationship where your thoughts and opinions are dismissed without a second glance, where your ambitions, those dreams that make you who you are belittled or mocked, and where subtle remarks leave you questioning your self-worth. These are not mere lapses in kindness. They are reflections of a deeper truth, a lack of genuine value for who you are as a person. This absence of respect can cut deeply, leaving wounds that aren't visible but are incredibly painful. It's not just about hurt feelings. It's about a betrayal of the basic human need to be seen, heard, and valued. When someone undermines your confidence, whether intentionally or out of negligence, it leaves a void that love alone cannot fill. It creates an imbalance where one person feels smaller, less important, and unworthy of the partnership they're trying to nurture. Think of the great Stoic philosopher and Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius. Here was a man who held the fate of an empire in his hands, a ruler whose power was unmatched. And yet, despite his immense authority, he treated everyone around him, from senators to servants, with unwavering respect. For Aurelius, respect was not tied to status or achievements. It was about recognizing the inherent dignity and worth in every individual. He understood that true leadership and true humanity meant honoring others, no matter their position in life. This perspective wasn't just an act of kindness. It was a demonstration of profound wisdom and strength. When I reflect on Marcus Aurelius, I am deeply moved by his ability to remain humble in the face of absolute power. It's a reminder that respect isn't something reserved for those we admire or agree with. It's a fundamental aspect of how we value each other as human beings. In relationships, this lesson becomes even more crucial. A partner who truly respects you will support your dreams, listen to your concerns, and treat your vulnerabilities with care. They will never make you feel small for having ambitions or expressing your thoughts, even if they don't entirely align with their own. Instead, they will uplift you, creating an environment where you feel safe to grow and thrive. But when respect is absent, everything begins to unravel. Love without respect becomes hollow, reduced to fleeting moments of passion or routine gestures that lack genuine connection. Trust without respect feels fragile, easily broken by dismissive words or actions. A relationship without respect is not a partnership. It's a performance, where one or both people are pretending to hold on while their souls are drifting apart. Reflect on this deeply. If a Roman emperor, with all his privileges and authority, could recognize and honor the worth of even the humblest of his people, shouldn't we hold our relationships to the same standard? Respect is not optional. It's not something to compromise on for the sake of convenience or fear of conflict. It is a necessity, the very lifeblood of a relationship that seeks to be meaningful, enduring, and transformative. Without it, even the strongest love cannot survive, because love and respect are two sides of the same coin. To truly love someone is to respect them, and to respect them is to value their existence as much as your own. When a woman genuinely values and respects you, her actions reflect the depth of her appreciation. She becomes more than just a partner. She becomes your confidant, your teammate, and your biggest cheerleader. In her eyes, your dreams are not just your own. They become something she deeply invests in because they matter to you. She listens attentively when you share your hopes, no matter how ambitious or uncertain they may seem, and she doesn't judge them through a lens of practicality or skepticism. Instead, she holds space for them, nurturing your confidence and reminding you that your aspirations are valid and worth pursuing. Her respect shines through in the way she treats your struggles, not as moments to ridicule or downplay, but as opportunities to stand by your side and offer support. It's in the quiet encouragement she provides when you feel like giving up and the strength she lends when your own seems to falter. She doesn't just cheer for your victories. She walks with you through the failures, reminding you that setbacks are only temporary and that your worth isn't tied to a single moment of success or failure. This kind of respect feels like a warm, unyielding embrace. It's a sanctuary where you feel safe, valued, and understood, even when the rest of the world feels cold or indifferent. On the other hand, when a woman begins to show signs of disrespect, it's rarely obvious at first. It often starts with subtle gestures that might seem harmless or even playful. A small joke at your expense, a dismissive shrug when you express your thoughts, or an offhand comment that diminishes your efforts. In isolation, these moments might seem insignificant, easy to brush off, or rationalize as unintentional. But they accumulate over time, like tiny cracks in the foundation of a house, slowly weakening the structure until it becomes unstable. What's heartbreaking about this kind of subtle disrespect is how insidious it can be. At first, you might not even realize it's happening. You might laugh along with her comments, convincing yourself they're just jokes or that you're overthinking things. But deep down, those moments leave a mark. They chip away at your confidence, making you question whether your dreams are worth pursuing or if your struggles are valid. It's as if every dismissive word or action plants a seed of doubt in your mind, and before you know it, those seeds grow into a forest of insecurities that can feel impossible to navigate. The worst part is how isolating it can feel. Disrespect doesn't just harm your self-esteem, it creates a rift in the relationship. The bond that once felt unbreakable begins to fray, leaving you feeling unsupported and misunderstood. Respect is the cornerstone of love. It's what allows two people to truly see and honor each other as equals. When that respect is absent, the relationship loses its balance, and the love that once felt so powerful starts to fade. In my experience, the presence or absence of respect can make or break a relationship. A woman who values you will inspire you to become the best version of yourself because she believes in you wholeheartedly. But a woman who disrespects you, whether intentionally or not, can have the opposite effect, leaving you feeling diminished and lost. This is why respect isn't just a nice to have in a relationship, it's a necessity. Without it, no amount of affection or shared history can sustain the connection. Respect is love's backbone, and when it's broken, the entire relationship suffers. Respect isn't about never having disagreements or avoiding conflict. It's about the way a woman handles those moments of discord that truly reveals her character and her feelings toward you. Disagreements are a natural part of any relationship because two people will always have unique perspectives, experiences, and thoughts. What matters is whether she approaches these situations with maturity, compassion, and a willingness to understand you. A woman who genuinely values and cares for you will show her respect not just when things are easy and harmonious, but also when tensions rise and opinions differ. She won't let her emotions drive her to belittle you or shut you out. Instead, she'll make a conscious effort to listen, to engage in meaningful conversation, and to find common ground, or at least agree to disagree, with grace and dignity. Respect in these moments means she sees you as an equal, as a man whose thoughts and feelings deserve consideration even if they challenge her own. It means she honors your individuality and doesn't try to dominate or diminish your voice just because you don't see things the same way. This kind of behavior builds trust and intimacy. It's not just about resolving an argument, but about making you feel seen, valued, and safe within the relationship. Respect is not about perfection. It's about effort. It's about showing that your connection matters more than winning an argument or proving a point. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. However, when respect is consistently missing, it becomes a serious issue that should never be ignored or brushed aside. Disrespect isn't always loud or obvious. It can come in many forms, from cutting remarks and condescending tones to dismissive body language or outright ignoring your opinions. Sometimes it shows up in passive-aggressive behavior, sarcasm, or even in small acts that make you feel less important or appreciated. No matter how it manifests, disrespect is never harmless. It chips away at the foundation of trust that relationships are built on, creating cracks that widen over time. Without trust, even the strongest love can wither away, leaving behind frustration, resentment, and a sense of emotional isolation. In my experience, respect is one of the most powerful forms of love. It says, "I see you. I value you. I honor who you are, even when we don't agree." When respect is absent, it can feel like you're walking on eggshells, constantly doubting yourself or wondering if your feelings even matter. That kind of emotional strain is unsustainable, and no one deserves to live with it. Love cannot thrive without mutual respect. It's like trying to grow a garden in barren soil. So, if you notice a persistent lack of respect in your relationship, it's a sign to step back and evaluate. Is this the kind of partnership you want to invest your time and heart into? Disrespect doesn't just hurt in the moment. It leaves lasting scars, and over time, it can turn a once promising relationship into a toxic cycle of hurt and misunderstanding. A healthy relationship should uplift you, not tear you down. It should make you feel stronger, more confident, and more at peace with yourself, not second-guessing your worth or value. In the end, respect is a non-negotiable. It's the foundation upon which trust, love, and intimacy are built. Without it, everything else falls apart. Never settle for less than a relationship where respect flows freely, where even in disagreements, you feel heard, valued, and cherished for the person you are. Because respect isn't just a courtesy, it's a declaration of your worth, and you deserve nothing less. Warrior, congratulations on reaching the end of this video. You've just taken a powerful step toward understanding how to recognize when someone doesn't value you and, more importantly, how to protect your worth. Let's take a moment to reflect. What have you learned so far? Did any of the signs we discussed resonate with your personal experiences? Were there moments that made you pause and rethink your relationships? Think about the lessons shared today. How time reveals priorities, why effort matters in building respect, how emotional investment is a non-negotiable foundation, and how respect underpins every meaningful connection. Each of these signs carries a deeper truth about relationships and your value within them. Which one impacted you the most? Which one will you consciously work on moving forward? Now, I want to hear from you. Take a moment to comment below and share one thing you've learned from this video that you'll bring into practice in your life. It could be a realization about how you view your worth, a sign you'll be more mindful of in the future, or a change you'll make to ensure your relationships are built on mutual respect and appreciation. Your insight might just spark an important realization for someone else watching this video. If this video has inspired or helped you in any way, I invite you to show your support. Please leave a comment below, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with someone who might need to hear this message. Your engagement helps us grow this community of warriors who are committed to living with purpose and self-respect. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video filled with insights, wisdom, and practical advice to help you navigate relationships and life with confidence. Together, we're building a space where knowledge empowers and respect reigns. Thank you for being here. Your time, your presence, and your journey matter.